too late to make that move. The computer took it for me and picked the most retarded spot you could ever pick. I was like, what the hell? I was doing like the most efficient landing pad, all the strikes, and I got absolutely.
How long did it take you in the end?
It was like 8 attempts. It was.
Oh, it's not that much. It took me like 4.
I think my first one, I wasn't doing like I wasn't. It was fair enough. I didn't really understand it. But then the second from then on, I was just getting games. It was an absolute joke, and it like took so long as well. Yeah, that was. You wouldn't just fail it straight away. It'd be you'd get to near the end, then fail it, and yeah, that's what ruined that quest for me. I thought it was good. Apart from that, though, it was it was pretty good.
What's the most high level quest?
Yeah.
Military Motorhead when I lost my dress.
Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know, because it's weird. Like, you say that they're just reworked your quests, but let's be honest,
They are new quests.
yeah, they are like those 2 quests that replaced.
You've done the storyline kind of already. It's like it's not really that new.
Well,
It's not exciting.
with the
As well.
There's no amazing reward.
no, that's true. But they are basic quests. But
It's not the same as a new quest.
no,
And so I don't think can be considered like new content to excite existing players.
yeah, I think it was a good piece of content because it sort of.
You have phone calls because you don't have that. I forgot Alt. I got Runeshark, so I can't Alt. I still got 960 bolts.
Creed and stuff, and it reworked the whole quest.
That's not fucking cookie at all.
And,
You want the game. Any good job?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Those are good jokes. Solid soul splitting.
Yeah.
He's got a big fast drop.
Yeah, you get like, I think 504.
I got 5. It's better than 2 fast drops at bomb. Would it even work using YouTube?
I'm using in-house stuff.
Not good in that sense, but they're definitely not bad quests. They are, in terms of gameplay and the quality that goes into them, they are great compared to the old Dark Quest and the old Prince Ali Rescue, they are 10 times better. They are much better for the free-to-play game, aren't they?
Yeah.
Free-to-play player saying that is going to be more impressed, but they need to do new quests side by side with them and not just release them, because we haven't had a new quest for so long, and it's disappointing, because why can't the continue storylines?
Yeah, I just figured behind the scenes December, can we expect to see the imp capture rework?
I'm expecting, like, I'm almost 100% certain that we'll see player imports in December, and that will be finally, like, something new.
Should be, yeah.
So I actually spoke to Modmark just randomly in game the other day. He was just on, and I was like, I just decided just to ask him what he thought of Suemi quitting, and then I wanted to try and get some info. So I said, do you think the Cowboy King will be out this year? He said, nope, not going to happen. And then also I asked player imports, is that still on for this year? He said, yes, that is still on for this year. And then I said, Evolution of Combat. He said they're trying for this year, but it could easily be next year. And from playing Evolution of Combat, it's got to be next year.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no. All have so much tasks done in the bones of Doctor's notes. I mean, this is hard.
That was like past 2 days actually. It's pretty fun again.
Yeah, well, I don't know, it can be enjoyable, but it still needs work. Like when you play it, you know it needs work.
Yeah, it's far from perfect, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah. The thing that really is like the big important issue is rebalancing NPCs, steal weapons, armor. That's the biggest thing they still have to do, and that can take really long.
That's the thing. They need to start with like a base. Like they want each to decide like how long do we want it to take. I don't know, a level 100 to take to kill another level 100, and then you need to decide how long that should take, and then they need to like base everything up and like above and below that from that value, and just kind of try and decide how powerful weapons should be and how much damage things have, how much life points like NPCs have, because like it's gonna be so hard. But you can imagine now, just to introduce a new character or a new weapon is quite easy because they can just base it off all the data that they've got, so they know how powerful a rapier is, so they can make a weapon that's stronger or weaker than a rapier and stuff like that. But now they've got to try and rebalance the whole game, and there's so much armor, and they're adding more to it. I can imagine it being like really quite hard, but again, it's like it's what they've got to do.
What's worrying is that latest video of evolution of combat, and
I
like
don't know.
that both top rated comments. And you can't say it's like only the vocal people say something, because you can just thumbs it up or thumbs it down, and both of them have about a number
Like views and stuff.
for like
yeah.
that's nice.
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like again, you say only it's not just the vocal people you're saying then, but that's the whole point. Is the vocal people are the ones that would thumb up or thumb down a comment. So
I have a different opinion, but I think that's for another fifth in live stream maybe.
yeah, I don't know.
It's Diamond Ball. I think so.
still think it'd be interesting to see like what the results of the sort of tutorial poll are. But I haven't taken the tutorial poll yet. I don't know whether does it ask like Turn, have you done the poll? I think you haven't.
Yeah, I have. There's not really that many intriguing questions. And
Is it mainly is it saying stuff like is the tutorial good, or is it saying is the combat good?
It asks like what combat level you are, how much time you spend playing combat, what you think of the evolution of combat. So it's just
Why do they need to?
you had options. You had options like
Yeah.
I like this more than the old combat system. I don't like it. I think
I
it's
quit.
okay, but you can improve it.
I will quit.
But I don't get it. Like, why would they ask you your combat level? Surely that is not that difficult for them.
It asks you what you generally do when playing the game, like combat or skilling or other things. There's quite a lot of questions because we're kind of. I think a lot of questions is to determine what.
You're in the world trying to fight you have it nothing.
How the player you are in relation to whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I guess because they want to listen to people that actually do combat, I guess, rather than people that
It has no range, casual and stuff, and there's no other kind of castle.
I put it okay and it needs improving.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a needed update. I mean, you can't say things don't need to be balancing, because I mean, look at the level of House like 333, and then you go and fight like CBD 2001. Why is 2001? It's ridiculous.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's solo in less than 5 minutes.
It doesn't die.
It doesn't die.
It doesn't die, but I mean, a lot of the monsters are just got stupid combat levels.
Yeah. And I don't know, just things about combat still just frustrate me. You know, the way that they can't really release any sort of new or different bosses that have changed. Just they can't make it harder in any way, really. Like all the godless bosses just stand there and attack it and it dies, but now they've had to try and think of ways around that, like putting in phases and stuff. And it's just like, well, that's fun and enjoyable, but they shouldn't be doing that just because that's the only way they can make it harder. Like they need to make something more interesting. But
you
I
head back
think
towards behind the scenes.
yeah, because we're kind of veering onto just that now, aren't we? Well, we didn't even start at the top. I jumped onto gravestones because we were all kind of laughing at Garden's misfortunes.
Well, when we start talking about the pool, you said the Combat Academy itself.
No, not yet. That's something else.
Yeah, so I've done it, and I thought the tutorial, for me, obviously, I know the beta, I've done the beta already, it kind of wasn't really good for me, so it wasn't really good. But I thought for a new player doing it, I thought it'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yep.
That's the thing,
You
like,
learn what basic abilities, what special is, what ultimate is, and the different type of weapons. Like you can only use either stab, crit, or slash. Like you can use all three with one weapon. So I think it's a bit more informative now.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'll probably give it a try out and we'll see what it's like. But I've heard that pretty much opinion from most people I've spoken to. That again, if you are a new player, then it's fair enough. But for everyone else, it's kind of just a little bit worthless. But that came out. It's weird that they said there was going to be no game update. And okay, it's an update to the beta, but I'd still say it's a game update. At the end of the day.
I wasn't expecting it at all. Like
Yeah, still on a Friday.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it?
Never
But
happened.
obviously, the other thing they did release with that Combat Academy was the Make X interface.
Yeah.
I made shit about it.
Yeah, the Make X thing did come out in the beta only. It hasn't come out in the live game.
Yeah, I'm sure it will come out in the live game later this month, I think.
I imagine.
Do you reckon that'll be a full week's update though?
No, that's the thing that, like, if you look at the updates, there's quite a few little bunks together without pictures and stuff, like quite ones. So I imagine maybe like gravestones and Matex could come together, or maybe like the gravestones as a small update will be paired with one of the larger updates, and then the Matex would be paired with another larger update. But then
Let's say actually in there that is perhaps the largest update of the month.
Yeah, that is true.
It is rather sizable in terms of the amount of time it takes, I think.
It does the interface and things. You can imagine it is quite a big piece of content. So basically, I don't know, I haven't really had a chance to try it out, look at images and stuff, and I can kind of understand how it would work. But Kieran, do you want to just go through how that works, the making interface?
Yeah, so basically, instead of coming over your chat box, you get a big interface in the middle of your screen, and it lists the ingredients you need to make that potion, or whatever you're doing, like bow.
Where would can you link these little pictures? I can put a picture of you on.
Yeah, I have the pictures here.
What seems really odd though is it's like, why would it, if you go, use, I don't know, wyvern bone meal on prayer potion, why would it then tell you that you need those ingredients?
Well, the reason it comes up and it lists to the left. It lists all the information to your left.
Right.
You've got like a little drop down box that you can store from potions to like bows or whatever you want to. And you can also click through the potions, see what XP they give, see how much they cost, and how much stuff, that sort of thing. They tell you your requirements and etc. And also, instead of like having to type make it 14 or however you want to make, there's just a little drag bar, which is much faster. You can just drag it left to right.
I'll put it up on stream now, like those pictures so you can just see like what they are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get them up so I can know what you're talking about. But no, like the way from the pictures that you showed me as well the other day, I could see that it definitely would be a useful tool, especially if you can look at all the other potions and find out what they're made from, because currently in the what's it called? Is it called the knowledge base? No, it's not the knowledge base. Which is the one where you click on your level and it brings it up and tells you information. I can't
Skill guide.
Skill guide.
Like when you click on it.
So they're called useless pieces of junk.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like they're not that useful, and I don't know. It's in a much harder to read format than just seeing all the posts and you have to click on them. And it tells you stuff like the XP and stuff, which is just
What's good about it? Yeah, it tells you how much it's going to cost you to make them, like how much of a loss you're going to make. Now that's something that we can obviously and always have been calculated ourselves, but I guess it's going to make it a lot more accessible to someone who doesn't really understand like XP to GP.
It doesn't give a price in the data because there isn't a
Well, yeah, it's hot. I guess I think they go on default value, like what started at. Yeah. Obviously, my tip is obviously the press obviously can't sell, which probably isn't the ideal thing. But if you
have you tried King Herb?
No, I haven't tried.
It's nerfed. Like you can click it, then it goes really slow. Like you clean the herbs automatically, really slow.
What am I doing it on the hotbar? Like holding one to do it?
No, it doesn't work. Then the interface pops up. So it's fine.
So I was yesterday I heard that that was going to get changed. I spoke to James. It's like they're blatantly going to nerf the speed.
Yeah, they did it now.
Yeah.
With like mouse keys and stuff, you can see on the wiki it says 14k hertz an hour. Like holy fuck!
Yeah, they did it faster if like before they updated it on the hotbar and the beta, because all you did was drag a herb onto the hotbar and it just had the clean option, and it was just like withdraw all, or deposit all, withdraw all, hold down like 1 or any kind of key you wanted to, and then it just went like all the way through your inventory instantly, pretty much. And you just deposited and went again.
I think it's a bit overpowered, isn't it? It's a bit overpowered.
A little bit.
So I think it's probably a necessary change. I mean, we complain about it, but I think it's a bit stupid that it could 20 herbs in like a couple of games.
It was, a bit outrageous. I don't know. Again, people like to be able to like do that pretty quickly. It's quite a fast way to do herb lore. It wasn't the fastest.
It was efficient in terms of XP, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And just the most of it, didn't you?
If you pick the right herb at the right time, you could make money as well, which is kind of crazy. Because most people see like a herb lore as a money drain, and then you could actually turn it into a money maker, which is quite an interesting sort of way of looking at it.
The other little interface is while you're actually skilling. So like while you're making your potions, you get another little interface come up, which is like at the top of your screen, and it says what you're making, how many you've made out of how many you're going to make, and also how much XP you've been making them all. So if you got the image of game stuff.
No.
Oh, well, in the image it says 540 XP. I've made 2 potions, that's 270 times 2. And also, what's also interesting, it tells you how long you've got.
That's actually really good.
I think I can bring that up really easily over someone.
Yeah. It tells you like how long you've left.
You are now herb lore.
Which I don't know. It could be quite like for herb lore, like that is pretty rapid. But like you could imagine for shit like cutting bows and stuff like that aren't the quickest. But it'll probably say what like 30 seconds or so, and then you just like.
What about cannonballs? I wonder if it'll work with cannonballs.
Cannonballs. I mean, you can do cannonballs twice as fast now if you.
No, artisans work.
Oh my god, it works on that. It probably will work because you get a make X thing when it's.
Oh, that's awesome. We should.
I think it is like 5 minutes of inventory.
Well, just say
4.5 minutes. It's like close to logout time.
I would just put a make X on the bone grinding thing at the Exo Funkus or whatever it is. So I thought it automatically does it all, but I didn't know there was like a make X. So I know you just kind of added one, and if you had more, it would just make it continue to go round and round.
I think it's just right click me, or I'm not sure.
Oh right, okay. I don't know.
But
all I remember is you just clicked it, and if you had more left, it would just start you over again. But it might have changed. I did 20,000 bone meal, and that was enough for me.
That was enough. How
I
20,000, I swear.
How did you not kill yourself?
I watched a good few films by doing that. I still haven't made them all into potions. I love that. I've got like 12k bone meal left.
You know what? I go to Rapier, and if you have 39 lion bones, you like convert them to bone meal.
I've started doing
that. Yeah, like
so how much money time that saves?
Yeah, I bought like 500 ago. I started doing.
But I think 39 literally would probably take about 7 minutes or so. I think it's about that, something like that.
7 minutes of your life.
I know, yeah. Well, to be fair, I was watching films when I did it, so it was like, because it's like the most AFK thing in the game. But
I fail at AFK and say, right, even if I got the dual monitor, to watching a film or TV series on one, the fucking eyes on the other one, I'd be like, fuck a log.
Yeah, I was like, it did that over the XP tender, and that was like literally the worst thing you could do. Is, oh shit, I'm in the lobby. Oh, you're already logged in for 45 minutes. Can't get back into the world.
Well, I just don't understand, okay? So they stated that they were like, if you are getting this message, game mods are now, like, developers are now looking into it. I was like, wait a minute. I've had that message every time I've logged in, at least twice for the last year, and you only just know it.
Yeah, that was.
I was just thinking it's something they just never gonna fix because they couldn't be bothered.
Well, it's not that they couldn't be bothered. It's probably just they didn't know how. I swear down. Like, it's one of the things you think surely they will know that that's a problem and they'll fix it, and they just don't. Like,
Or not people big, so maybe.
yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, the servers may be experiencing lag or whatever because of the increased number of players, but it's like all the worlds were like between maybe 1,200 and 1,500 population, and it's like they're not even at capacity.
Yeah,
they're lagging, and they're all lagging as well. And it's like, how can they lag when they're not even at capacity? The whole idea of having capacity is to make it so that everyone can play without lag at maximum capacity.
Yeah, I think the problem is everyone was in the same place.
Yeah, well,
I want to bring up some comments, like, towards Kieran's hair. This is the, like, 8th podcast he has done live. 8 of them or so. Like, how is he still in the comments? I didn't phase Kieran one bit.
Yeah.
You just look like a douchebag if you like to look horrible. So why bother? Like,
a lot of guys have long hair. It's not exactly unique.
No, but it's really weird. After the first podcast, you had these people that were like, get on my hair. Okay, so you thought first one, okay, like, people are going to but like, Kieran just, like, obtained this massive following of, like, Kieran hair lovers.
That's just a fan of our restaurant.
oh my god, I'm looking through.
Kieran hair lovers. Oh my god, remember that live stream, see? Like, what was that from?
That was from, it was, I don't know, it was something I said, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think people made, I didn't say Pussy Patrol at all. I said, like, UK Patrol Unit. And everyone somehow brought in the word Pussy Patrol. I definitely, I remember that. I don't know how this happened, but...
You're gonna say it.
Yeah, no, I swear I didn't. I think one guy here saying, I use cannibals from level 50 to 99. Mate, that is ridiculous. Please think you did it post elite tasks for Mauritania, so that the double speed on the Port Falcon sort of furnace. Because like double speed cannibals, I can see that being okay, but anything other than that is just suicidal. But I was like, oh, cannibals, make profit there. And literally, you're like, oh, I'll put a steel bar in there, and then like 4 minutes later, you get 4 cannibals back. You're like, what the? Not doing that. That is slow as hell. It's like your character just kind of, he puts them in, I swear, and then he like leans, and he like pulls his hands back out like the normal stick about, and you don't get them. You're like, what the fuck? Like, you have to go in again to pull them out. You're like, wow, no, that's too much, Daggett. It's like, I was never doing that. I made 4, and they just stayed in my bank forever. At the time, I couldn't afford a
How
car.
did you say the 5 stars into like a rooting for anybody faster than you can make 4 cannons?
So stupid, isn't it? Like, it's just, oh no, it makes me sick.
Yeah, but it's just like, how do you carry 28 sharks? It's just like, that's the shark with a half inch of, like,
how do you carry 28
if
sharks?
you start to like, that's logic to attack, it all breaks down. There's no even on the ground.
Only you bring up the example of 28 sharks. It's like, that could maybe, if that's full, that could be doable. What about 2.147 billion cannonballs? Like, so you're gonna weigh a little bit. 2.147 billion, you will probably be struggling. Like,
What about 2 stars?
What?
What about eating the shark? What about you catch the shark with your hand and somehow catch two?
And what happened? Did one shark just like bite onto the one? Oh, I'm coming with you! And then it's like, oh, yeah, no, that just doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, they make a train of sharks.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know, the whole sort of state logic, it just would never work, ever. But
It goes for every game almost.
Yeah.
But then, well, it's definitely, now it's got even more screwed up by Solomon. It's like, aha, you have a giant metal plate on it that's protecting you, but I have a little rag on my arm, and it's exactly the same defense, because I bought a Solomon item.
Dagganoth has Solomon.
Oh shit. I bought it. I
No,
need
but
a bench plate.
you have a piece of armor that makes sense. You don't have like the naked chest body that you just like, what the fuck? So how does that happen?
If you kill cross your armor, it looks actually freaking cool.
Like, to be fair, it's always better. We're going to release cool looking stuff.
Yeah, so like, we could get some hate here, but like I don't think there's nothing wrong with that Solomon item. Like there's nothing wrong with that Solomon store and those items at all.
Yeah, well, apart from...
Wheel of Fortune. I say no. What they say? They're adding resets to Soul Invasion and stuff. It's like, oh, okay. Just gonna slap some more XP out there.
Exactly, and they're like, and they still say, oh yeah, but we're not selling XP. Don't even.
It's not that bad compared to all the other ones, but yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make. We'll get onto this in a bit, I'm sure, but we're gonna make tiers and graphics up to a potential 5 times XP, and then we'll give you these reset tickets and a Wheel of Fortune. And it's like, oh.
You know, if I get any, it's gonna be the big chunk out there.
So he'll get like the evil tree reset. He's like, what the fuck?
Some lucky bit I get like 7 trollings.
So someone just wrote in the comments, oh my fucking god, you support Solomon, hey. Like, so here's the difference, right? Wheel of Fortune, we all know, is a joke. It sells XP, it can sell gold, whatever, even though that's terrible. But the Solomon Silver store, okay, there's, apart from the bank space, kinda, which is more aimed at, I guess, free to play, really. Like, there's no real need to need more bank space, but, like, you don't really need it. But, the items that Dagan bought, which are, it costs, hang on, so if you take your 2 into 3 coins, to buy those items costs you, like, $4. Maybe it's like the cheapest package you need, so it's like $4 or $5. So, like, if Dagan wants to spend $5 and have some armor that looks pretty cool, that's purely cosmetic, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's not unbalancing the game. Like when people can go out and spend money and get max pay, with just spending their money, it's ridiculous. But the one thing I kind of gets to me unnerved about the Solomon is the fact it goes over the normal armor. I mean, that's one of probably the main selling points. But
I don't know. I think
I kind of dislike that fact.
I would have preferred if it was more of a, instead of just going over every piece of armor, it was like, oh, you can buy Krill's armor, which would sort of upgrade the look of, upgraded the look of Bando's armor or something into Krill's armor, that would be cool. But the fact that it just goes over anything, so it's like, you can see someone in this little, like, feather headdress and, like, raggedy, like, hula pants, and you're like, what the fuck?
And really they're wearing a Dragon Ball helm and D-legs.
They're hiding the fact that they've actually got a granite plate, D-legs, and obby tight, and a whip.
Get out of here. They're going to start taking Solomon. You can get 2 to 3 spins to cover up their legs.
Oh god, I just realised what I've done now. I've got to converted all these bot makers are like, alright, okay, let's claim this free, like, feather headdress outfit, and then all the bots are going to be in that, so you can't tell they're in bot gear. You're like, oh god.
Now there is a few items on the Solomon that kind of do override. Like you've got some claws on the Solomons that like still look like claws. You've got like these swords and stuff. And I like them. They're kind of cool because they do look and resemble like what you are actually wearing.
Like, there's some that are terrible though, like, have you seen that, like, Parasol 2-hander, you know? Assassin's Creed with a parasol.
You gotta think, which J-Mod sat in a business meeting, in the board meeting, and was like, guys, I've nailed it. I've nailed it. I've got it. The idea. A Parasol 2-handed sword. And like, how did he just not get given his marching orders to say, get the fuck out?
I
I'm still one of those who sat in a boardroom and went, guys, shit, I forgot the name of it. Living Farm.
Living Farm.
Living Farm.
Living Farm. Fuck Muslims.
Oh god, there'll be a bounty out on his head.
Yeah, no, Muslim is never living that down.
Let me find something.
Is it Muslim who did Live Strong?
I think that's what Kieran was saying, yeah.
But he also made the Death Wars because
Oh,
wow.
yeah,
Mod
he's going to be a popular
Suck a
person.
dick.
No, Living Farm, as a principle, like, it's not that bad, but as an actual principle of a thing, like, a new way to unlock more lunar spells that can do cool things, I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty logical. And it's like, but what we'll do is make a 5-minute repeatable activity that you have to do 3,000 times. And I'm like, nah.
45 hours of your life.
46.4, yeah. Plus, well, 46.4 for normal people. If you're like me and happen to manage to land a fucking pinball random every 8 minutes, then it probably takes about twice.
Well, no, you can't do that anymore, can you?
Yeah, I don't get it there, do I? When you feel it.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
I made that a long time ago when I was first doing Living Farm for my company. I made that.
I'm gonna get that up on Steam.
Bear it in mind that I just made it in paint.
Yeah, that is pretty good artwork.
Yeah. This is ages ago. I hadn't really used photos.
You know what's funny? Like, I was with two gamers on TeamSpeak the other day, and I talked about Live Strong, and they were like, oh yeah, it's such shit mini game, I hate it. Even the game was saying.
Well, yeah, it's like, here's the thing, no one's going to enjoy that thing, but they're like, oh yeah, the game needs some grind. It's like, it definitely doesn't. It has agility. There's enough grind.
No, dude, what's happening? Like, Indeed rings, made like an army. It's like, it's AFK, but you just hate it. And you use those Indeed rings.
I mean, if it was a good mini game, like it was intended to be, then fair enough, playing it and getting some rewards while doing it, fair enough. But everyone hates it because it's shit.
So, like, surely gamers can see.
No one plays it.
The only people that play it stand there and suicide after the minimum time point.
If that didn't have the Indeed rings, it would be as dead as double growing.
Oh yeah,
that is the toughest comp people.
I think Trouble Room is going to be risky.
That's some state requirement. You might be thinking like, oh yeah, that's an easy one. Simon's referring to the fact that to get a concert, to unlock all music tracks in which you need to enter Trouble Room. Not the easiest thing to do.
Like, literally, and I'm not like exaggerating here. It took 90 minutes to get into the game of Room. I had to, I went there, in the official world, there was one guy. I managed, there were 2 people there.
You know, Simon, how lucky you are.
And I was down to 3. You need 6 to start it. I had to turn my T-chat onto public, and I said, can you please come to Moss the Harmless? 80% of people were like, no fucking way.
Simon has no friends.
I was like, and I was like, what the, come on, someone help me out.
You want to know that you were so lucky there was even one guy there.
Oh,
He was probably bossing them.
we all got in, like, finally there were 6 of us, we got in, and then everyone was like, how did we get out? And we were all there.
I logged out. I thought I was logged out and you logged in.
Oh, can you get outside? I didn't know. And I was just there like, oh, I'm sorry.
I swear, if you go in the high level forums, there is always a thread, James. Meet Triple Brain partners.
Exactly.
Oh my god, partners to get into a minigame. That is so bad.
You have to consider that, like, someone developed that, and they know it's so bad that you have to get partners to enter just to get a music
There's no reward, is there? There's no reward.
Hey, don't hate. Death Wars got all the outfits.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, but I got a PM the other day. I don't mean to hate on the guy. If this is what you want to do, fair enough. But he was just like, I think you should make a video on Trouble Room to raise awareness because the rewards are quite good. I didn't know what the rewards were, so I looked them up, and they were all just crappy outfits. I was like, I'm good, mate. I'm fine. I don't need the stuff, whatever the fuck that is.
Right, you want to know what terrifies me? Literally, it scares me down to my bones that when they're released, you know, the Mauritania
That's it. Oh.
pasta, One of the frequently asked questions was, when are we going to see like the engineering caster, or are there going to be others? And they said the next one is going to be like mostly harmless and them irons.
God.
Now, Trouble Brewing in one little task. I don't give a fuck. If it even an easy task, I'm gonna die.
What's it? Mossler Harmless, what are they going to say? Catch, I don't know, they might say catch a tingly inkling on Mossler Harmless. You're like, okay, that's the elite task.
27 hours later.
No, they all spawn there, don't they? Native Inklings, and that's a good place to do it.
Look,
I just thought of a brilliant way that they can get interest into Soul Ruin. They could just whack out a poll or something like, would you rather evolution of combat or play a game of Trouble Brewing and see how big it actually gets? How big it gets.
Instead of being a yes or no pool, that would be great.
Or it's like every time now they do something evolution combat related, so when there's like a riot, like World 66 Valley riot, like a Trouble Brewing riot, like we disagree so much, we'd rather play Trouble Brewing.
I love the way if then it's just want to test to see like what's good content in the game and what's bad content. Or if they did those beta events, it's like when they did stuff like I think they did Castle Wars, there had probably quite a few people there. When they just did random stuff that no one does, like random minigames, there was like nobody there, and I just feel like it's like, okay, this weekend, like if you want to unlock a random piece on some stupid. Outfit comes with Triple Brewing, and it's just like there's 2 J mods and they can't start a game, so they're like this looks bad.
I don't know, you can surprise something what would do. Like even if they call it like the full turd suit and it just makes you brown. Like brown, like stink lines get up your
People are still dirty.
Like, what's that? People be like, yes, Triple Brewing.
Any outfit that people are like, oh, I can get this one for free. This is pro, and it's like, oh my god, because now that's free. You can get outfit. No. Okay.
Person in the third outfit will do that rest a little bit of standing on the hands, and it'll look even worse.
Yeah, it sounds pretty dusty. Anyway, I'm thinking, should we actually get on to the behind the scenes?
Yeah, we can't need to. We're an hour in now.
Behind the scenes, what?
Yeah.
We're behind the scenes. We can probably go through it fairly quickly. So first off, here's the graphics. I think we kind of covered this already. 5 times XP.
well, up to 5 times. So it says if you're blessed with 80 mining and crafting, and you've completed the Pivot quest, well, obviously everyone has, because it takes like 9 seconds. It says you can get a brand new option of making a bigger ornate bowl to catch the tears in, meaning you get more XP up to 5 times. So I'd imagine like at level 20, 40, 60, 80, you can like upgrade it from tier 1, 2, 3, maybe like a stealing creation type sort of level system. And you can get up to 5 times XP for your lowest skill still. So good for people like games. But what's your lowest skill at the minute? Mining or something?
Mining and stealing, both tied at 83.
Well, thieving is pretty quick, but mining is slow as hell. So yeah.
I know some people do see it specific as it is, but I mean it'll definitely be worth doing as a weekly thing if you try for your match it now.
Yeah.
Especially if they add a teleport to on the internet was through there.
Well, they said in the behind the scenes thing, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, a teleport to Pivot. That'd be really for
In the behind the scenes, they said they're doing teleport straight there.
That's all. I actually will do it like every week. So
So do you actually need a lantern for that part of the cave?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, the amount of people. You could just be bravely in there. Everyone would teleport in and be like, oh shit.
I'm not gonna rap a source like that.
They'll release that on the same day they release a new gravestone that doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this would be like some mass like lot. They'll have to roll back the server.
Yeah, so like overall that's pretty cool. Like as an update.
Well, they're also doing the graphical rework.
Oh, it looks awesome.
It really does look good. And they're doing the graphical rework of the nearby caves, like the Lumbered Swamp and that Dorgatune Mine Cave.
Sure.
You know, the one where you don't actually go in the cave, you just right click the first goblin, you sit in the cave at the end.
Yeah.
So no one's ever going to see that cave.
And the fact it's like black, so no one ever.
It's so dark.
Yeah.
It does look good though. It definitely suits the area. I mean, it's meant to look dark. That's the whole point of it. I mean, I think a lot of people don't like how some places look dark, but I mean, it's a cave. It's kind of meant to. And I think it draws you more into the game. But I mean, they've also shown that Dream of the Snake. It's like proper blocking the cave. It looks huge.
Yeah, I don't know. It does look pretty good, but at the end of the day, it's still just a graphical rework. Yeah, a lot of recently. The other good one though is a more XP. You can't complain. You know it's going to be combo.
I just had a massive lag spike there. I don't know if
Silence is completely froze from there.
Can you freeze the hilarious thing? Oh yes, I think the whole stream saw that. Please say the whole stream saw it.
It was like a RuneShark, you know when you're freezing and you get like 7 hits on your one. That was like...
I mean, he's still talking. He's still talking on the camera to me.
I'm not talking at the minute.
You've gone so out of sync, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, I'm so happy that people saw that face you freeze on it. It was brilliant.
Well, that doesn't sound good. I have to see it.
Oh, yeah, everyone's like, oh no, I saw it.
Great. Awesome.
You guys are top rated comment as a timer.
Yeah.
I fucking hate a movie when it's out of sync by the slowest of seconds.
Yeah.
It's just fucking, I thought,
I don't know what TV series, I swear, like, the biggest culprit was that, Tim.com, the guy that was, he's in, basically, remember his, like, mega video? I think ever watched it, I think it's, yeah, mega, I don't even watching it by that, but I swear that was, like, 1 minute in, out of sync by 2 seconds, and you're like,
I love the way you always, like, you talk about out of sync movies. You realise, like, movies are only out of sync when they're all pirated and illegal.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
Fair, it was like,
he also denied ever having watched them, he just told about them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that seems legit, I'll go with that.
Let's be honest here, everyone on the internet watched the movies. I've got it, everyone.
Well, like, the problem is, okay, in England right now, okay, where down in... Oh, crap. Dagganoth in the Netherlands, okay?
I'm from Rusland, man.
But when like shit like the Big Bang Theory comes out and we all want to watch it, it's like, okay, we could watch it online, okay, and let's pretend. No, we could watch it online, okay, illegally, or we could wait 2 years for it to be on TV. So what do you think that we could do?
It is a bit good.
I know a lot of some programs only take a couple of weeks to come on in the UK, but still, I don't want to. I mean, I barely watch anything on TV as it is. I mean, I don't know if you have.
Mostly.
I worked her up there as well. I knew that Dad was Dutch. I just kind of had this like massive geography fail moment in my head, and I was like, I can't say he's from Dutch. I was like, shit.
I just read Russia wrong, by the way. It's Russia, right? It's not Russia. In Dutch it's Russia.
Oh, I was like, okay.
Yeah, you said from Russia, I was like, where the hell is that?
I'm at the
That reminds me when, there was some other time where you said something and it was complete bullshit, and then after I don't remember what it was, but after you were like, you just want to laugh because I had fucking no idea what it was. What was that?
The ultimate moment for that with Simon was when, in the Mod Kiss-Out podcast, I was like...
That was it, yes, that was the answer.
You know, like, it's classic, the PinkieBang, Simon goes, yeah. And then he's like, you know what I mean, man? Simon's like, yeah, the PinkieBang. Absolutely no idea. And Kiss-Out knows it.
Yeah, that was But I was at least intrigued. I wanted to go on. Either way,
I'm sorry, what do you mean by seeing that? No, you just said agree. You just agree.
the next thing on the behind the scenes, and I'm not gonna lie, I think this is one that is definitely going to intrigue most players if they haven't read it yet. Which, even though you may think, well, surely everyone's read it, we are currently at the 3rd of November, and it's already halfway down the second page of news posts. That is the dire straits to which we're now in. Like, that many homepage posts, I don't understand
yeah,
how.
but no still 14 posts were made, so that's a good thing.
I mean, Simon was talking about this theory of how they're actually scamming you harder. I can't remember what you were saying though.
Scamming us harder about what?
You said, like, even though I said there haven't been many posts on, like, School of Fortune shit like there used to be.
And what? And I was saying this.
And you were saying, like, they're doing it, like, I don't know, you tried to, like, argue they're doing something that was, like, even more ridiculous.
I can't remember.
And I didn't really know what you were on about.
I know that, like, I've noticed recently what they'll do is they'll release items in the Solomon store the day before they make the news post about it.
Yeah.
There'll be people that spot it and they're like, "Ooh, no one has this yet. Let's go and buy this now, so I can be the first to have it." And they'll wander around, and then they'll make the news post about it the next day, and then everyone goes and buys it.
I got so many questions when I got my outfit. What all of this shit? I was like, look up my fit.
Exactly. It's like people want to have that reaction when like people have no idea what it is, and so now they just release it. I don't know if it's intentional or not. They release it a day early and don't tell anyone.
Too late.
What I do, I mean, they've got to post it on the news post at some point. But I mean, what I hate is that, don't forget last
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that's the most cringe-worthy one, isn't it?
I forgot. It's like, I forgot.
No, the best one was, don't forget, double GG on the School of Fortune this weekend, it's Monday.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? It's Monday. It's been and gone.
That was pretty shocking, I have to say. But I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it as well. Not by things though, just two things.
Oh, it's one actually did get. Wow, okay. I know someone that got the old 10 mil. Yeah. I saw someone that got the old 10 mil one, but I think they boosted it up to 200.
You get 50 GP, you're like, oh.
And a bucket and a cabbage, right?
I hate the one dude just as much.
Yeah. It's still annoying. I don't know if that's more annoying than when you land, like, what was it? Toffee apple. You're like, what the?
Sugar skulls. I'm so fucking sick of them. Every goddamn thing.
The worst thing is, it's like, if you try and discard, like, a diamond worth, like, it's like 8K or something, they'll be like, yeah, that's fine. You try and discard in schools worth a K, and it's like, whoa.
Are you sure?
These are schools, you know.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
A thing with those gems as well, that's like the biggest scam. It's like you get a rune battle axe and you like convert the coin 24k, like that's pretty much outpriced. Then it's like you get gems and it's like four emeralds or 4 rubies or something, convert the coin 500 GP. You know you could make a little bit of money on the GE, but you can never be bothered. And you're like, every time you're like, right, but it's just one of those things. You could make money, but you choose not to because of effort. But like, they could just give you a reasonable value for it. Like, come on, it is a bit of a joke.
Going back to that 200 mil, it actually said on the screenshot, not bad. You
Yeah.
the coin.
Not bad.
Yeah, fucking not bad when you win 10 pizzas.
And then you end up with like, oh my god, excellent, and all you've won is a freaking medium lamp. You're like, what the? And it's like, it's locked in something like a cat, and you're like, well, I've got 99 in that, haven't I? So it doesn't really matter.
It's worth like the fucking the engineering challenges.
The cat.
Oh yeah.
No, that'd be way too good. Way too good.
Why have I just said no? Just jump to the idea. Come on.
Yeah, now people are going to be able to like lock out skills, so they only get agility XP, and then they can buy spins and get 99 like a day. Oh my god. I bet you could probably land, like, they'll introduce a new item, like, instead of being a double spin ticket, it'll be, like, increased chance of lamp ticket for the next 1,000 spins. And you're like, oh Jesus.
Stop giving them ideas, just stop.
I need to stop. Okay, I'll stop talking. Next thing, Dungeoneering XP.
If that's the case, why do they never take any of our other ideas on board? You know, the good ones. The ones where it's like, no, the best example of this is the one where it's like, in the behind the scenes they released the idea of doing is it the golden mining suit that's coming out? Simon was like, okay, so people, mine was rock armor 3, so, you know, there's going to be some kind of issue here, and imagine that what they get to do is they'll make it so you can, like, wear it easier and it won't matter. Simon states exactly this issue. It's not in the podcast at the start of it. It comes out, it's a problem. It's like, Simon thought of this as the first thing that popped into his head.
As soon as I saw mining suit, I was like, you've already kind of got the plate, and it's like, I was like, what's the point? And then, yeah, it took them like 3-4 weeks to figure out, oh yeah, this is probably not.
We do it every month. They list the updates, and we think there's a problem is before they come out.
It's like gravestone. Alright, so what about, first of all, just get 2 people online on your test server, have someone die and see if either one can loot it, because that's probably going to be an issue. Alright, next one, have someone die on top of you, see if there's some kind of problem. Get 15 people, or like max options, die and make a ton of grades, see what the fuck happens, some shit's going to get crazy.
What about, wait, there's an issue here actually, that I didn't think of. What if you die twice, is what happens? Because currently,
that's the thing, you've got to just get rid of the test.
Currently, if you die, and your grave is blessed, or not blessed, the items will still stay from the first grave for the 15 minutes or the hour. And they'll not be in the grave though, they'll just be on the floor by themselves. And then you'll get your next grave, which is working as normal. However, in this one, that I put them to the floor, they'll be on the grave. So, is the first grave just going to disappear?
Maybe the items are like transferred over to the second grave on the interface.
Possibly. That'd be pretty awesome.
What the gravestone itself has its own interface, and it's not necessarily locked to the player, it's locked to the gravestone. And the grave.
What I hope is that they release a certain data, like the skilling interface.
Yeah.
And then like we can try it out and not lose our stuff in life, which will be awesome.
The most annoying thing that I got recently was, I entered God Wars, I entered God Wars Dungeon.
Yeah.
I 50% appeared in Edgeville, like.
Yeah, that was pretty pale. But then they did update that. Instead of fixing the problem, they made like a solution. That square at the bottom of the rope, now nothing's aggressive on you. And it's like, that's fair enough, it kind of makes sense to some extent. But it's like, they could have just tried to the 50.
Yeah, it's nice to do a quick solution before they fix it totally, but they don't seem to have plans to fix it. It's been a problem since, like, what was that first ever one that caused it? The Free Gnome Village and the Gnome Stronghold one. That one gave a load of people 50%.
Oh my god, the one that you try and get out.
No, the worst.
conspiracy.
No, the worst by far is the Ports of Rim load game, man.
No, that's not the. That was like a 2-minute job. Trust me. If you dare to go to the trapdoor in the Grand Prix, fuck me, you're into the body of your.
Wow!
That was like a 2-hour job. That thing is 2 hours straight up.
You decided to go on a wild adventure, and you decided to go to Runeshark, and you tried to climb up to the middle floor from the bottom floor. You were gonna be fucking screwed.
Yeah. That is just ridiculous.
I just had my favourite comment on the live stream.
Oh god, what is it?
You're all fat virgins laughing my fucking ass off with a million O's. They're always happy. It's so sat watching it. Like, no, it's so funny.
Yeah, pretty fair.
I saw one earlier that said, "Time for this part as a green penis." What?
Because that combo, I'm not part, okay, I've got a twig, it's good.
But people think about that by kind of shit, like, why green penis, why? Just why?
It's probably because of the green snake in the background.
Oh.
They're like, yes, it's green.
This is a good comment. I love how the behind the scenes turn into a Laughing Panic video. That's kind of how our behind the scenes videos go. We point out the flaws that are gonna happen. Like every month we lose more and more confidence and laugh at more flaws that are probably gonna happen. And then we're always disappointed. That's kind of how it works, isn't it?
Alright, okay, well, let's go on to the next one then. What are the problems going to be? Is that Dungeon XP increase? They're going to be increasing the rates of Dungeon XP and obviously tokens in turn for solo Dungeoneers, or it says groups fewer than 5. So it's basically going to be less of a hindrance not to have a full team, because getting 5 people can be a bit. But so with solo, duo, trio, or even four.
The instant problem that comes to mind is they say you can get 350k XP solo.
Yeah.
So what can you actually get solo?
Yeah. So what more than you get?
Right. What's Kieran gonna get solo?
The record for the solo medium floor out of 36 is about 4 to 5 minutes or something around that mark.
Sure, we did the challenge, didn't we? And someone managed to do a C6 solo small floor in 2 minutes, or 3 people did in 2 minutes, which is pretty good, I'd have to say. And that was with all rooms open, so you can imagine that the XP would be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that is serious, we're not dying, but you don't really die in a small anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, even the media,
you can just loot a couple of pieces of food from the starting table and you're probably pretty much set on any boss.
Yeah, I think this in turn with the ability of the DC challenges each day, when you can turn off everything else, if you're going for 120 in your match, you're going to get a ridiculous amount of XP per day, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're getting about, how much XP do you get? 140k?
What level? What level?
On my level, I get 136k a day.
Yeah, so that's pretty much 140k. And now, when you're going to be doing, you're probably going to do a medium, because it's going to be efficient to do it. I mean, for your high floors, you're definitely going to be doing medium. I mean, you should be getting a decent amount of XP for them too. You're going to be getting probably up to 200k a day.
Exactly, yeah. Now, definitely it's going to be a good thing for solo Dungeoneers, actually getting a competitive.
Yeah, the thing is, I guess I got quite strong views on this, but in the past, when BG first came out, I'd say no. I liked the idea that you had to work in a team.
Yeah.
Now, this was fine back then, because a lot of people were training Dungeoneers. There's always been the top world that was in that level 100 plus. And back when I was getting 120, that world was good. You'd get a great, really fast, and that's just a joke, that world. And you'd get a good team, you'd do fast floors, but now, you go to the engineering world, 7 million flashing messages.
I was thinking the same kind of thing, like, it's cool that it's a team thing. I think it should have been a team skill, and it should stay a team skill where you're rewarded for doing it as 5 players. I do like that idea, I think it is a good idea, but when you can't do a floor without leeches, they kind of have to look for an alternative.
Yeah, it's definitely needed now, and 5 players is still the best XP, so There's not really a problem.
That's the thing, and it's like...
It was ridiculously low before. It was really low.
Yeah, I know. The only problems that I could be having with this is, like, they wouldn't have tested all eventualities. Like, who knows, there could be, like, it could just be if you do, like, I don't know, duo floors, duo small floors on the, like, occult level, you get some, like, ridiculously good XP state that they just haven't thought through. And it could be better.
What I would like to
fight
see is
levels.
to be made worth doing frozen.
So,
I don't like it.
Desecrator, I think, was just brought up in the comments. He said that, do you know how everyone wishes floors 1 to 30?
Yeah.
Like, that could be a change now to solo them.
Yeah, that's pretty much like what I just said, isn't it? I think, I don't like the idea. I think it needs to be changed in general. And I think, no matter what, I think the XP for every single floor should probably maybe be the same.
Yeah.
And go up to prestige, like, 60 prestige, then you get to 150k per large floor, no matter what, as a base.
Yeah, no, I think it is a good thing. I think like they should make it so that you should go through each theme. The one thing that I don't like is the way that like you reset all your floors and then you can just start at like floor 54 and you're like, well, that doesn't really make much sense. Like it would make sense to progress through 1 to 60. But then the problem is, of course, I understand that not everyone can be on the same floor.
Everyone finding a team, blah 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 blah.
And so that's going to be a bitch, and that wouldn't make it possible. But either way, I don't like the way that you just do all the frozen floors on complexity 1 and the smallest difficulty just because you don't want to do them. It's like again, it's doing content like not how it's supposed to be played, so that you can do. Okay, it's the same content, still engineering.
Same with everything in an instant, isn't it? You never do anything right. But I think we could go on about engineering all day long, and in my opinion, it's probably one of the best skills in game. But it definitely has a lot of problems with it. Yeah, it is a really enjoyable thing. Now, I know a lot of people say it's a mini game. In my opinion, it is, but it's a fun mini game, and even if it's a skill, I don't know.
I remember like. On the release of engineering, me and Shannon got to around level 63. I got to around level 63 very quickly. I was in the top 100 for the first couple of days. And
I got level.
And like at the end of it, I hated it. I couldn't stand it one bit. And it was at a time when I was kind of like I was doing my A levels, so it was just before, and so I kind of started quitting. I wasn't having too much fun with it, and then this is around a time that a lot of people had started it or had done exactly the same thing where they started it and then hated it and didn't enjoy it at all. But Gungeon is one of those things that as you get to a high level, it becomes a much more fun and enjoyable skill. Like you have to get past that low level area to enjoy it.
It's quite slow at low levels, isn't it? It's really slow. But I like it a bit in the sense that I think doing it with a couple of friends, duo with a friend, trio with a friend, is really fun. I dueled all the way to 80 engineering, and honestly, I loved it. It was really, really enjoyable. And what makes PG horrible is that you've got to find people you don't know. You get teams that are crap. You get teams that shout at you. It's honestly, it's quite horrible.
It's always that guy where you like drop the chisel and he just stands in there like drop. Well, now it's okay, but before you were like, you pick up the only chisel, fucking drop it, and he's like, I don't have the crafting level. Like, exactly, so drop the chisel, and you're there for 9 minutes.
That's the problem when you're low level. It's like, if I break a door, okay, and I would have bring the from that door, you don't have to run there.
Yeah.
like people like struggle to understand that, or
it's a hard skill to learn. I can understand that, but
and by no means am I great at it in any way.
Oh god, no, I'm terrible. I happily admit that.
But I have a level of common sense. I'd like to say that is reasonable.
Yeah.
To the point that I can understand what needs to be done and how it needs to be done.
You're saying you're terrible, but you're really not. Possibly compared to the elite, but you're better than average.
And it's one of the things. I think it's because I know that when I do engineer, I try and engineer with people that are good to get good times. And it just means that because I know that better than me that's engineering, I try harder to try and make sure that I'm not fucking up too bad.
Well, that's why I think a lot of people do this like the low levels as well, because you're stuck with people that don't have a clue.
Yeah.
And it is really annoying. I mean, when you get some guys, in the old days, when some guy had a key in his invent, and he doesn't even know about it. Or one person has a level for a door.
Engineering is one of those things, what you got to do is you've got to kind of you've got to stick at it and slowly build up like a group of friends.
Yeah.
Like that is kind of how it has to go. Like you have
Yeah, I
to
got one with a firm team, like
Yeah, that's pretty much how I did. And it wasn't permanent, but I built up a lot of friends that I'd always go through with.
Yeah.
And it went really well, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I mean, I think after this update, getting to a high level solo is definitely going to be a good idea. But the problem there comes is that you're probably going to use with the ceiling.
Yeah, and as Tim was saying, like you said, you did 1 to 80 or whatever the duo. Like, I remember pretty much the most fun I've had is doing the game was as I said when it first came out. I was doing duo with a friend. I think we did it all up to sort of like 73 or something to get my first Arcane Stream necklace, and like that was just so fun because we didn't really. Okay, it was because it was new and it was interesting and stuff like that. Just hadn't done it before, but it's just the fact, I know it's so much easier when you don't have to rely on so many people. It's just like, oh, is this person on? Yeah, let's go do some things again. Is this person on? Combined with this person? Oh no, wait, that guy's gone to the cinema.
And that person's got to go. This person can do 1 floor. He can do 2 floors. And his friends are stags that can do 7.
And this like can do a floor, but unfortunately, this guy can do 8 floors, but he's only got a cult open, and we're all doing warped, and you're just like, oh, it's too difficult. Like, I just want to go, yo, I like you, yo, dog. Yeah. And it's like, that's all it needs. And so I think this update could be really good. I think the balancing, I think it could be, as you were saying, because Daggett say solo rates of even up to 350k an hour, which means you know it's about 4 billion XP an hour. So
supposedly, I think I've seen a post on the Hate Lab somewhere that solo XP currently is over 200k.
Yeah.
really wow.
Now, the thing is, Daggett said with the DG challenges, or all the challenges, is that they're based off the best XP in the game for that skill for the time it takes. Now, as we know, the Dungeon XP you give is enormous. But why is it? Because surely they know it only takes 5 minutes.
Well, it's maybe they think they expect someone to do a 5-5 like large, and they expect you to go around and take like some kind of.
Yeah, but then that kind of makes sense because you would probably get about 140k space for a large. It wouldn't be quite accurate.
Yeah. I guess if you do the highest level floor as a large floor, that could be what it is. Maybe just like perfect prestige and like no level bonus. Flat value, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's just sort of.
Either that or Daggett thing you can get 178k in 5 minutes.
Yeah. They've just got literally some like god of dungeoneering there. It's like unknown techniques that no one's ever thought of and absolutely rinsed into the
it's Chris out because he can use his mod account, open a mini map and click into the boss and thing.
He's put 5 minutes. And then, like, he's like, fuck Hexen at a bow, pulls out, like, the bow of omens and just goes, 1 hit, and just like, what the fuck? It's just like, that's not exactly a good test.
He has the booty bow at 2 million.
Oh, booty bow. Oh my god. That was one of the shoddiest updates of the year.
That's put it all pick our worst updates of the year.
Worst update.
The thing is, the booty bow's on a whole new level because it's not like there's an update coming. I can see it's shit and it's shit. It's got a whole new tier of like platinum level shit because it had a 3-month hype on the homepage, like so nearly 200 million attacks. Like it's ticking up so slowly. And then after 3 months to hit it, it was like the booty bow.
The Rapier, don't forget those.
Oh my god.
I was actually in California, it came out and they don't have one. So.
You look like a pimp now with the scratch.
That was probably the worst update. I mean, did you get Steel of Fortune this year as well as Solomon?
Yeah.
They're both.
So if you want to pick your worst update of the year, apart from Steel of Fortune and Solomon.
Hang on, mate. That's
so good.
Like, there's so many, but it's like thinking of like all these terrible things.
It's hard to think because.
In terms of updates, this didn't really sync well. I would have to, or like an update that made no sense to me was the quest leading up to the Queen Black Dragon fight. It's like, oh yes, you can be level 3 and do this quest, but if you walk into the boss room, you get shat on. And it's like, what's the point of that? It's just like you think that you supposed to have a hard quest, you look to a hard boss rather than a pick easy quest, and then what they would think is the hardest like solo engagement of a boss in the game. So
in terms of new content, mate, yeah, I don't. In terms of new content, I'd like it's in Thomas for me. Actually, I don't know what. In terms of like a new thing,
Honestly, it's like 250k an hour actually.
what doing the mid game?
Yeah.
Well, I guess like because I only really tested it when there was everyone there, and so you can see.
They updated it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, what to what better the XP?
Better XP rate and
oh, someone's asking Simon, are you wearing a life jacket? Simon, stand up.
I won't stand up. Oh God, this is what embarrassing.
Simon,
But
all the comments, Simon, stand up.
well, the real space.
I'll explain. If you were at Runefest in 2011, they were like they had midgets on stage throwing out like free t-shirts, and I managed to my ZMI hoodie looking pro. This is one that I keep on sticking indoors. This is definitely something I keep on the inside wear only. It's quite comfortable. I'm wearing jogging bottoms at the minute, just sweatpants. Like that's good for me, and that's podcast material. I don't have to sit and chill for hours. It could go on. You know it can happen.
It's already it's 1:45. I'm surprised though. My new internet, which is of much worse quality, 0.8 upload, has held up. I think fairly well.
Not bad.
It's
Not
still
bad.
on.
As long as it's stable, it's good.
I guess
now. Like I'm gonna say that BT overall, in the last few connections the BT have had, have all been solid. Again, they don't drop. It's always a good speed. Yeah. Like can't complain. That was my second ad of the second ad placement for BT.
On the other hand, fuck Virgin. All of them. I can't stand them. And I'm not Virgin yet. I'm on about the company in the UK called Virgin Media.
Oh. I love Americans sat there like, whoa.
I know. It's like, let's be honest though, let's all fuck Virgin. Everyone's just like, what's that? No.
Honestly.
So for those who don't know, Virgin is I think it's the same as like, is it like Sprint or like, it's like AT&T do like home broadband? ISP. It's like Virgin's a major ISP in the UK for fibre optic internet.
Yeah, they do everything. Phone, television, they do banks and everything. I mean, quite ridiculous, but they are. They have the highest speed, I think, that is offered in the UK, but man, is it unstable. It is ridiculously bad.
Well, like someone on my video today, so I was talking about my internet the other day, and I think it was Missouri, and someone said in the comments, James, look up something called Google Fiber, and I'm not sure if you just Google Fiber, it's like some new fiber optics developed by Google, and I think it was Missouri. It's some state in the very centre of America somewhere.
Really, really careful how you say this. You're about to say some shoddy state somewhere, and everyone's like, what was the doing? Like, everyone's doing it. What the?
Somewhere like Central America, and it has like a 1,000 down.
Yeah.
I was like,
I typed in Google Fiber, but obviously it's spelt wrong because fiber's an Americanism. Oh man.
They changed the word fiber.
F-I-B.
Goddamn Americanisms.
I don't know, it's like, it makes sense, the Americanisms, because that's how it sounds, but, like, I'm just used to
Some of them, mate.
Some of them are added correctly, yeah. I thought it's
Some of them make no sense.
$70 a month, wow.
That's actually quite a lot.
Well, I don't know, consider it's a gigabit internet, like, it's not that bad. Like, over here, I pay, in terms of dollars, I pay about $60 to get 100 megabit, which is a tenth of that, so that's not bad.
I'm sure you're getting nowhere near that.
Yeah.
I'm meant to be on 100 downloads and I get nowhere near that. I get like half of that.
And then Google, like,
50 still good.
they'll be like, Google Fiber, they're like, okay, we're going to try and install this in the UK, and then there'll be some kind of mandatory Ofcom auction that will delay it till 2022, and you're like, what the fuck?
Mate, they'll have an install date for different areas of the UK. And mine will be last. And all of it.
I am sorry, but how long have you been able to have fibre to internet?
Oh yeah.
Because me and Simon, where we live, we still can't get it.
Yeah, but I live on a
I still okay. Giving out our city of residence, but I still can't get it.
Yeah, I would go for it.
So from what I can tell though, from all my videos and stuff, is that Australia and New Zealand get scammed the hardest with like 0.1 download speed. So every comment was like, "Oh, in Australia we don't even have internet." It's that bad. They're like, yeah, using like 3G on my phone or something.
Oh my god.
It's a long way to run the internet from a different country to Australia.
But they don't have to do. They don't run it from somewhere. Like, they can have the internet in Australia. There's not like one central internet hub. Otherwise, obviously,
it's by itself, and it's kind of lonely.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm 2 months away from the nearest exchange being upgraded to Infinity, which is fibre optic, which is good because at the minute I'm on a 10 down, or it's around 11 down, 0.8 up, and considering that's not on fibre optic, it's looking good that I'm like close to the exchange, and my fibre optic speed should be like solid, like a very good speed.
As long as it's stable, internet generally works quite well at low speeds anyway. So.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. Is like wireless when it just disconnects. It's like, oh. I remember James used to play games on a wireless, and he had some dodgy dongle that came out the side of his PC, and because it was like out the side, he like snapped it and bent it so many times. It was just completely mangled, and it just didn't work.
It is right. It is like literally every once an hour you'd be like,
Exactly. I was like, dude, just run a wire up the stairs. It's not that hard. And he was like, nah, wireless.
What did they say, Dad?
Somebody in my friend said like, I'm from New Zealand and I got the best internet speed and it's 3 down to it. And that's wow.
Like 3 down, like download.
Something I want to ask as well is, for some reason, right, when I talk about it and people would say like my internet in Australia is really bad, other people would say like, oh, I get, and then they'd say something like ridiculously good, but then they'd say, rather than saying America, they'd put apostrophe Merca. Why?
What? Apostrophe
Merca? I don't get why. Why did they miss the A off America?
You sure it's not because I thought America?
I know. We'll wait for the comments, but no, it was a common thing. It was a common theme to put apostrophe Merca.
Merca or
like
America?
America.
Oh right.
It just doesn't look right to say America. I don't know. I want to in the comments to see why.
Yeah, if we're going to be continuing on with the random stuff, I'm thinking we've only got one thing left to talk about in the behind the scenes. We quickly bust through it.
Is it the quest just a remake and so we don't really care?
Well, it's 2 new quests, Rune Mysteries and Rune Memories. So it's almost like a partner thing with the Ozan quest. There was a double bill of the Ozan quest, which are part of the signature heroes that they're trying to introduce. So Rune Mysteries is going to be something that is basically reworking the old one. I can't remember what was it called. Is it the same thing? Oh, the replacement of the old Rune Mysteries. Yeah, the same name, but it's a replacement of that quest, and that's going to be for free players and members. And then it's to do with Ariane, so another signature hero. And then there's going to be Rune Memories, which is a members one. So basically the same kind of structure, and they're actually reworking the whole of the Wizard's Tower into some ginormous, huge, mental structure.
It's another capital rework.
I want to quickly answer that question. So we've had a lot of comments on it, and it's either one of 2 things. There seems to be 2 major things. Either they forgot the letter that it starts with, or it's isn't the right answer, or it's the quote here to represent the hillbillies country, and it supposes we went away. Apparently it's a really redneck thing to say. From the comments I'm getting. Apparently it's hillbilly speak or redneck speak.
Oh god, fair enough. Yeah, we should probably just avoid that then in general before we offend anyone.
Yeah, probably so.
wish it's kind of a different graphical update. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of these, but it kind of seems like they're going through the whole game gradually, and I guess at some speed, every month there's another one. I think it's pretty. I think probably in time for RuneScape 3, they'll have a lot of games.
I'd imagine surely that they're trying to get the whole game done for RuneScape 3, because otherwise, like, imagine if it's like they get to RuneScape 3 and there's just like one little area that's like, it's still just West Sardine, but you just like, what is that?
That's cave entrance for the underground path.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh no. Or the vampires one.
Oh,
And
what? The city of Mayadix area.
oh yeah, I get a headache from that.
See, like, Darkmare looks good, and then Mayadix looks so.
There's a lot of places that look perfect. Port Massachusets as well. That was really old.
I need to update.
Port saying that painted did, didn't it?
Does anyone know how to like properly pronounce that port?
I think Massachusets is right. So I know
Is
that pronunciation guys are right.
Oh, they actually have a pronunciation guide. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Although
How do you pronounce Archie? Yeah.
I was Ardoin. I'm like, what?
I thought I was saying absolutely about
Ardoin. Oh. The one that gets me inside the most is the Bandos.
Oh, Bandos pisses me off.
I really don't like that pronunciation. It's Bandos.
Or a dial or whatever you said.
Bandos is just like, no.
I don't know. I've been getting good at saying armadillo now. Like, I've been saying
I
armadillo
still much prefer the word Amadio.
I don't know.
It sounds a lot nicer.
Honestly, it's disgusting. It's kind of violent. I always used to say Armadillo, and when I was young, I used to say Armadillo.
Armadillo. Okay, like that makes sense. Wait, obviously, when you were young, you were an armadillo, like only got introduced as a god or a boss.
That was a long time ago.
5 years ago. You weren't 5 years ago.
How old was I?
This is back when Kieran had short hair, man. Think how long that hair took to grow.
Man, I looked at my passport photo the other day, and that's short hair because it's quite an old passport.
It took him something to
It's just like, it looks ridiculous. I swear, I showed ID somewhere because I needed to show ID, and they were like, what are you?
I had the same problem. I had blonde hair in one of my IDs, and they were like, no, this is me. They're like, no. I was like, I had exactly the same. My hair was dyed blonde.
What more proof can I give?
Yeah, what do they want from you? It's like, you photo identification, and you're saying it's not me because I have difficult hair. It's like, what the? That was a scam. But oh yeah, that was pretty funny. Either way, I think that's pretty much in terms of the behind the scenes. I think we've actually pretty much covered on that, which is good. That means we can. Oh no! Oh! We missed the one for top, guys. Oh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes of the screamer wheel. Yeah, so what? Someone saw is packed to the rafters with cool cosmetic gear this month.
Yes, I'm gonna buy it now.
Only cosmetic gear. The Dragon Keep Shape box. That sounds wank.
Have you got Squeal already?
What?
It's at midnight, isn't it? Squeal?
Oh, what?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, dude.
Oh, you're talking about behind the scenes. I thought we were getting excited for our Squeal wheel spins and crazy.
No, dude, not gay.
Oh, sorry, Simon. You still like don't want to my account and take my spins at midnight. You fucker.
I did not. I definitely did not. I went on mine and I went on my Torva Turtle, got all the spins off that. That was, yeah, but even still, it didn't really matter because it was, you couldn't exactly transfer it off anyway, because we always got 50 GP. It's like, oh, that sucks. But,
one thing actually about the Solomon Store I want to mention first is the bank fee. In a few weeks, it'll be in the loyalty store. 2.5 months later, and it's non-existent.
Now they are reworking the royalty shop totally, so it's gonna take long now. That's why.
but even they could still put it in its current form and then just rework it after. Like,
Originally they planned that they were going to rework it
yeah.
when they said that.
It's hard, but
That's why I bought that then
Couple of
I'm
weeks.
told.
Yeah, but you do realise if they're reworking the narrative, so they're going to sell loyal in the future.
yeah, probably.
It's fact. I don't
know.
that, in my
That
opinion,
would be stupid.
No, they won't
not too bad, but I mean, auras are quite overpowered.
they'll do is they'll make it so if you pay for membership monthly, you'll get 15,000 a month. If you pay for a year's membership in advance, you'll get what would be effectively you get it all in one go, and you get like 30,000 a month or something like that. So they'll just make it something like that. You know they will. I'm not even giving them suggestions. That's probably what.
Obviously the reason is they're reworking it is because they've got microtransactions elsewhere.
Yeah.
This was like the first kind of microtransaction thing, wasn't it?
Well, it was the first kind of random thing that they brought it in, but I don't know. In the almost so we know the Dragon Keep boxes are going to be the thing where you can put a P hat over your Tor.
That shit is going. I honestly think I was talking to Dan about this in his live stream the other day. He invited me on. I honestly think that update is going to like seriously increase the price of pie hats, Halloween masks, Santa hats.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. Everybody wants to have like a blue party instead of school helmet now.
Exactly, pretty much. So it's going to be. It's saying later this month Solomon is also stocking the first hero packs, which means there's going to be more hero packs. Weaponry skins, teleport animations. Oh my god, more teleport animations. What are we going to get next? Like a friggin' UFO comes down and takes someone off.
No,
Like,
what are we talking about? Feeding my feelings.
Oh god.
He's teleport so much.
Dude, this guy is awesome. I bought that one. It's freaking cool.
Yeah. That and then the replay tokens that we brought up again on the School of Fortune for D&D. That is just ridiculous. Like another monthly run at a Troll Invasion. Like the whole point of the Troll Invasion is that you can do it as much as you want, but you only get XP once, and then they're gonna make it so you can get it like effectively.
The thing is, it's not going to be limited either. You can just buy things, get more replays, get more replays.
Yeah.
And I imagine we're going to be on the comment section or the
I'm only going to land the circus, and I'm like, see which I've in, and all your just general shit things that it's just a waste of time to do.
Yeah. I think that's like a penguin again, that would be interesting.
You can get all the outfits for your sim requirements.
Penguins again would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? That'd be interesting to see.
Troll Invasion is better than Penguin, surely.
Oh yeah, definitely. But if it's a monthly thing, they probably have it like a quarter of the chance as a weekly thing or something. I don't know.
No, we're not being stupid, Simon. It's gonna be more common.
Yeah, so if that's gonna be an uncommon and the rest will be like super rare, and you're like, what the fuck? Like Soul Invasion promotion or what?
They'll probably be common for the weekend, and then for the rest of the week they'll be on the rare section.
Before this podcast, I only just got this done before I got back, but did they do the podcast on the law? The Alice channel?
That's tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Oh, I don't know why, but I left Simon's on a Thursday, and it felt like a Friday. So for the entire thing, I was like an entire weekend I've just been feeling like today's Sunday. I have no idea why. I just cannot get out of my head. I feel like I'm a day ahead as I am, and I cannot get it out of my head that it's not the case. And Simon's gone. I don't know where Simon's gone, but Simon just finished off. Oh, I know why. What, the stream stopped?
Yeah. It's coming back. No, the stream didn't start.
The live stream?
I don't think the stream stopped. I briefly had to...
No, the stream's going up.
Okay. No, because I know that when you set the live stream, it has like an automatic time that it sets itself to end, but it's like miles in advance. So I'm thinking, have we reached that?
No, it doesn't stop then, I think. No.
Hopefully not.
Otherwise, silence is a spinny biscuit a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Am I still loading?
Yeah. I remember when me and Sam were researching how to do this kind of podcast, and like if it would work, that kind of thing. We looked at something called the Game Station podcast, with Total Biscuits at Halibut, and he introduced the podcast like, so guys, this week our guests are Spinny Disc number 1, Spinny Disc number 2, and like a half blurry picture of guest number 3. It was really good. Like, he played it off really well.
You always have distractions. All I did was turn off my video and turn it back on. I'm gonna try it again.
Well, you were kind of out of sync anyway.
I kind of like the spinny
Yeah,
disc.
you literally used to this is fine.
You liked it more, what's that?
If you put spinny disc on, it like pushes Stardom back into place, so.
Oh, no, now I'm random question mark head. Oh god.
A question, guys, that I really wanted to ask you was, I've been reading lots of random comments about people asking to see my apartment. Is that a video you actually want, or is it just a few? It's like a yes or a no. Because like,
Is that one or is it a few? You know, there'll be like some outrageous response now. Just the people say, like,
I feel like move away caravan is a room, but because I didn't have internet, I kind of set up the rest of my apartment, but not this room. So this is just an empty room with a desk.
am I still a disc? What the? Come on.
It's supposed to stab into place, so it's like a bonus of staying with a disc 2 hours in.
I've got fireworks going on at the time.
What you say you want?
Yeah, I just had one firework. Like, the only thing all night, I had one giant rocket at the start of the stream. I was like, holy shit!
That's when you do it.
It like reverberated my windows. Yeah, just some absolute cock that just bought like a rocket and just launched it down the street. You're like,
He's just reached the requirement age via fireworks.
yeah. Oh my god.
And launched it.
I still don't really like. Even though it sounds ridiculous, but because people, like where I live, are such dicks, they've had to, literally, they put an age limit on buying eggs. Like, you can't buy eggs unless you're over.
That's Halloween, isn't it?
Seriously?
That's Halloween, not for...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Around this time of year, so at Halloween, they put an age limit on buying eggs, because they know that the people that are buying them are just going to go around and throw them at
What about toilet paper? What have you put on toilet paper? Imagine if you genuinely just really just sit, you're like, oh god!
No, but like, if you really need a shit, and you're only going to run into a supermarket, buy a leaf roll, what do you do next? I think it's only like you go to the toilet at the supermarket.
I took one in my student accommodation, completely out of Lero, like, oh god. Oh god. Like, you know that moment when you need a shit, but you're playing skate, and you're like, I can hold it for a little while. I can hold it for a little while. And then you get that point where you're like, can hold no more. And then you're like, no more. And so I was just like, hop, skip, and I jump, kind of walk, like, whoa! I went across to the nearest building, it had a bar in it, and I was like, yes!
This is why it keeps a safe supply.
Oh god, this definitely changed into a very weird topic of conversation.
It's worse when you get a freaking net skill, and they're like 16 minutes long for a euro, and it's
Oh yeah.
in the middle, it's fucking leave it down.
You say that though, but like, this is a very odd conversation, but if I was paying for a dump, I would take a casual. But I swear to God, right, between DJs and Simon, he'd be able to do a dump and get back before the old logout, which was 1 minute. It's like, what the fuck?
Ow!
Mate, you just gotta like, you have to adapt to the RS timer. Like, I literally, I think 30 seconds till log out, and that was tense. Like, if you had drunk a litre of water, you had to like seriously like think how you were gonna do that in time. It was tough.
Like,
It was tough.
we just lost the 5% secret of the other.
I'm fairly sure, yeah, that's
You still have good.
I can see a lot of comments saying, why is Simon a dick? I don't know.
Yeah, that's just...
I'm actually thinking at the minute, out of my,
He's got no space.
because he's got no space.
I get a lot of question asked Red Born all the time.
yeah. That's one that we get asked all the time, and it's like, I don't know, we can't really comment on that, because that's just born, isn't it? Like, it's unborn to tell people what he's doing. Or when he's playing a lot of legal
Yeah, it's up to him to have an explanation on his channel. Like, we're not, like, people have these top-rate comments about it, because it was like a top-rate comment thing for a while, but other people are like, it's like, we aren't a relay, we aren't an internet relay chat service.
Yeah.
Like,
That's first look.
Well, I mean,
we're not here
It's
to
not a
relay
shooting side.
like we're not here to relay messages to other people for them to make videos about what's happening. Like we don't really know, so it's not really honoured.
Yeah. I don't know.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, I don't know. If Bourne, I'm sure Bourne will post something. I don't
Someone
know.
just in the comments. Now I've learned to poop. Thanks, Runeshark.
Hey, that should be our new 1 to 99 guide.
What's the name guy?
What's that? Yeah, dude, like,
I remember watching this video on YouTube that was like, guide about getting the dishwashing.
oh,
Like,
God,
That is really
how what's good?
Well, what's up?
Have you never seen that? Look up on YouTube, like guide to 99 dishwashing. That's it. Or like, yeah, it's actually really good.
Wait, I'm gonna watch it now.
It was like at level 20 you unlock soap.
No, it's like at level 50 and not the dishwasher. And it's like becomes like a daily task until like the end, like farming until like 99.
Yeah, that was quite good. I think you could do it with all aspects of life though, couldn't you? Like, you just do it with absolutely anything. But, oh my god, I'm looking, I'm still a spinny disc.
Yeah, no, you are. Like, it's not looking like it's going to change, I'm afraid.
I don't understand. All I did was turn off video, and I clicked turn on video, and it was like, yeah, okay, you can do it. If I change to random question mark head, it moves data.
I actually do my. People keep saying in the chat, I'm just going to do
well, fucking Simon!
Yeah, but now your quality's gone to shit.
Yeah, so it's my yeah.
Am I there? Am I?
Yeah, after you.
Oh, yes! It worked!
Oh!
Great start. Oh my god.
So are you gonna do a tour of your house as well, Simon?
A tour of my house? Not really. It's like, I could do a tour of my room, which is basically like,
What about
webcam is very done.
My two things are 1K coins and medium lamp. Take it.
Yeah, I got the same.
I'm gonna log on.
Oh, what? Oh, we all gonna log. I might do my my daily delve into Demonheim.
I'm currently at Geo Fair. I've been trying to get a freezy pack. So a lot of you, I did like this old school.
Oh yeah, I did it as well.
I did an old school Slayer log the other day, and a lot of people seem to really enjoy it. So I thought, and the ratings were incredible. So I thought I'd do a few more. And what I do is I just do kind of like a road to freezy pet. Well, I wouldn't say I was doing that, but my goal is just to get a freezy pet before getting 99 Slayer. And I've been doing it with who's Slay and Farm. And he's recently, he took a little bit of a break from us, but he's recently returned, and he wants to get the freezy pet as well. So.
Yeah. I thought he must have returned because I looked at his A-log and obviously he goes to Zara and instantly gets 5 drops. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he should have got a hit first kill back.
Exactly. I was just like, what the? Some kind of scam there.
3 heals from
Oh, Darren, did you get your Ghoul mask yet?
No, man, still not fucking good.
What the hell? I log in, right? So I'm actually at the DE, right? And I appear in Edgeville, in the furnace building, and then it's back to the DE.
No, I get that every time I log in. Do you not get that?
I've had it sometimes.
Like, if I log in, it will flash me up in God Wars, and then it'll be like, what? No, you went.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm 50.
It's just like, I don't know, with that whole sort of camera movement thing, I don't know how they not fixed it yet, that when you squeeze through the boulder to go to God Wars, it changes the camera angle from different to where you are at the minute. It's like, how can they just not realise?
That's intentional to see what danger life I had or whatever.
Yeah, but it moves too quickly. If you did a little cutscene, fair enough, but it's just like, wham, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? That's definitely a bug. It's like, you don't actually know it's something, or something that's supposed to be there. It's just totally retarded, I don't know. I don't get it.
Okay, what I think we'll do is, because it's getting really late now, is we should probably end the live podcast there. Have some really fun though.
Yeah.
Anyone want to bring anything up before we end?
Somebody asked again, why doesn't Peter make shit anymore?
Oh yeah, you can answer that since you're here.
I've had
quite a lot of stuff going on in real life, and it's just it's hard to find the time to render and upload. I mean, I know I do a lot of videos with you, but that's just recording. I mean, when you